What's allowed Nick Begg to really start breaking into some packages and being a stout player for you guys over the past 3 weeks?
Well, Nick's a great young man, and he loves it here, and he loves football, and from what I understand, he's played just about every position on the team, and that's just he wants to be part of it. He wants to excel, and he's really done a great job. Even in the springtime, you could just see there was athleticism there was passion for the game, and it's all coming together for him now. And he's played better and better each game, and Hercules needs a little bit of a break in there, and he can step in and he can maintain his gap responsibilities and do those things, and he flies around, and he's always smiling. So you gotta love that.
Speaking of which, Hercules is starting to really build a name. People around the Pac-12 knew who Hercules Monteoffice was, but now the nation is starting to be enamored with him. What's that do for you going in the living rooms of recruits next year and knowing that you got guys that have been able to just really play hard?
Well, I think it always helps, and when you have success and people want to be part of that, and Hercules got another year, and so guys will be with him, and everybody knows him back at home in Hawaii, even on the different islands. He's kind of a living legend, if you can say that, but he's a guy that loves the game, and he plays hard all the time, and ultimately, young kids, they can see that and say, you know what, I want to be like that guy, and he does the right things off the field, so he's a good role model, and I think in this day and age, everybody needs a good role model to look up to, and I think that's what these young men are out here trying to do, not only win football games, but be great men as well.
Watching the game, Hercules had a big impact, but it may not have shown up in the box score. When you were watching film with him, was there just kind of a unsatisfied taste in his mouth this week with film, knowing that he was just right there on a lot of plays?
Well, I think when you got a guy that makes plays a lot and across the board the defense in general, but I think what was great was that guys continue to do their job, and a lot of times when you're really close, you start to try to maybe do something outside the scheme of the defense to see if you can get there a little bit faster or what have you, and it ultimately hurts you. And I was very pleased with everybody across the board, and they did a great job maintaining gaps. We draw some double teams, and if you get a double team, then that allows for some other guys to run through there free. I mean, it's a game of numbers, and so if they got a double one, then somebody else is going to come through and make the play. And that's what's great about having a great team defense and a speed D, because everybody's flying around and everybody does their job. They trust the guy next to them, they trust the guys behind them, and therefore they don't need to think that they got to do something out of the ordinary when it comes to their play.
Has Will Rogers made a quicker jump than you anticipated?
Yeah, we're being careful. He's a true freshman coming in, and we want to make sure that he has success. We want to make sure that he's comfortable and that he's confident. So we're doing that balancing act. Give him some plays here and there, making sure we got a certain package for him that he can feel comfortable with. And he's a student of the game, and he loves football as well. And so he works hard at it out here at practice, and it's hard to rep all the guys, but the reps that he does get, he goes full tilt, and the reps that he gets in the game, that's what you see. He goes full tilt. He makes some mistakes, but that's what true freshmen will do. But we're not afraid to play those young guys.